Hi, my name is Simon Bere. I want to share with you a few things a few ideas that I think can help us as a country as we face serious challenges in our economy and as we battle to bring back our economy back to sustainable economic growth and to prosperity. Two things that I think we need to improve is our political model and also how we can cooperate together as non-state actors, especially in providing economic leadership and also in developing and providing economic solutions that have got high impact and also that are sustainable. On the political model, I think you will agree with me that over the last years, about 20 years or so, what has been happening is that our politicians, they have been operating in a persistent disharmony before, during, and after elections. So before, during, and after every election, the politicians have been operating in a polarized approach, and when the elections are over, they've been maintaining the election mode where they still concentrate on antagonizing each other and fighting each other instead of converging and pulling together and focus and shift their focus from politics to the economy until the following election. So what has been happening is that because of that, a consistent and persistent antagonism politically has created a serious problem because most of the people who are the electorate have not benefited enough from their votes. And I believe, personally, I don't know others, that the purpose of any election is to allow the citizens, the electorate, to select individuals who are going to represent them in government. So it's not necessarily about changing government or keeping a government in power. It's about electing people who are going to represent the citizens as individuals and as teams in government. So with that in mind, I think it is important for our politicians to realize that they are being sent to government through elections, not necessarily to remove a government or to keep a government in power, but to represent them in the decision making and also in the running of the government. But at the end of the day, this is not what is happening. I think most of our politicians, they think that they are vetted into power for their own personal interests. They are elected into politics, into government, so that they represent the individuals who vote them into power in government in making decisions. So the electorate cannot continue waiting year in, year out, election period in, election period out, for putting people into government, and then at the end of the day, they don't enjoy the benefits of having then elected them. So I'm appealing that going forward, our politicians in totality should try and learn and converge soon after all the electoral processes have been completed, to converge on the economy, and also to make sure that they then start delivering the promises that they make to the electorate during the election campaigns. Most of our politicians, we see them only, they come to us at the time when they want to be voted into power. The moment they are voted into power, they disappear. Even if they have got their own disagreements among themselves, they don't come back to us and ask for us our contribution to say, this is the challenge we are facing, what do we do? They start making unilateral decisions, some of them that do not benefit us, the electorate, who vote them into power. So I am appealing that going forward, it's necessary for our politicians to change and have a different, a better political model. After elections, please, our politicians, come together. Stop your political fights for a period, at least 3 years or 4 years, and focus on meeting the needs and the aspirations of your people, the people that elect you into power. They vote you so that you represent the government in meeting their needs and also in making sure that you address their problems, economic, social, and other problems. The non-state actors, especially those in economics, we are also disorganized. Sometimes we blame the government for failure, but we are also ourselves a failure. We can't work together. We are disorganized. There are so many people in this country who have got solutions that are plug and play, that simply needs to be inserted into the economic problems and solve them. But ourselves as non-state actors, we don't give each other space. We don't support each other. We don't even want to listen to each other's solutions. We think that most of our solutions must come, or if not all, must come from outside. We have lack of self-confidence in ourselves, in each other. We have solutions here that are very effective solutions in so many areas that we are facing. Solid waste management, wastewater treatment, entrepreneurship, business leadership, skills. We talk of shortage of skills in this country. We have people who are developing effective skills development programs, but because they are not part of the traditional institutions, they are not even recognized. They go in year out approaching people with solutions. They are not given space. Let's give each other space. Let's try each other's ideas. There are a lot of solutions. As non-state actors, let's also get organized. Let's not think politically like the politicians. We must remain very professional, and let's focus on the areas that we are supposed to contribute solutions, developing economic solutions. Even if the government may not listen to the solutions, but at least we need to be focusing on developing our own solutions. We cannot solve an economic problem of the nature that we have if we are not organized ourselves. I know that some of you who have been political leaders, economic leaders for some time, you have developed what I would call economic leadership fatigue. I understand it. After a long time trying to contribute solutions and nothing happens, it's easy for us to give up. But let's not give up. If we give up economic leadership, if we give up contributing to the central economy, and we retreat to only our personal issues, personal companies, personal problems, we are not doing justice to our future generations. We are the people who can solve these economics problems. The government alone cannot provide a complete, effective solution to the economic challenges that we face. We know it all over the world. There is no government that can solve an economic problem or that can drive effective economic performance by itself. Every government needs non-state actors who also need to contribute as captains of industry, as business owners, as entrepreneurs, as academia, as problem solvers, as researchers, as consultants, and also as society. So let's work together. Let's make sure that we need to come to a break with the past, and so that we can start new ways of looking at our economy, and also so that we'll be able to take responsibility and to make sure that we drive our economy forward. We are not yet finished. We cannot give up as long as we are still alive. Let's do what we can so that we do not become a laughing stock to our future generations for having failed to give them a sustainable economy. Thank you.